Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Limi3T. Today we're going to learn Chinese writing, but before we dive into writing, there are a few important things you need to know. Chinese people have been writing in traditional Chinese for thousands of years. However, for the average person, it can be really challenging to remember all those characters due to their complex strokes. So experts came up with a way to simplify them, leading to the creation of simplified Chinese. It's important to note that simplified Chinese wasn't used until after the founding of the People's Republic of China, and it has continued to evolve over time. But today, simplified Chinese has become standardized, and it's unlikely to be changed again. So now you know a little bit of the history, let's talk about how we actually write Chinese characters. Have you ever wondered where to place the strokes? Before we start writing, it's important to understand the different types of strokes. In Chinese, we call this 笔画. Several strokes combine to form what we call a radical or 偏旁 in Chinese. When many strokes come together, they form a complete character. In this course, we're going to start from the basics. By the end, you will be able to write Chinese characters confidently and neatly. And just to clarify, this course isn't about becoming a calligrapher, it's about learning how to write Chinese characters correctly and effectively. This will be a fun and practical process, and I believe that by the end of this course, you'll feel much more confident with Chinese writing. Alright, let's get started! Hello, welcome to Lesson 5. Today we're going to learn 撇点, 撇折, héngxiégōu, and héngzhétí. First, let's learn 撇点. 撇点 contains the stroke 撇. The stroke 撇 has many variations in real Chinese characters. When writing 撇, the slant can be step or shallow. But there must be an angle and it's sharp. The length of 撇 can vary depending on the need. Can be short or long. The 点 stroke also has many variations in real Chinese characters. It can be slightly longer or shorter. But note that at the end, the 点 should be fairly straight. If it curves slightly downward, it becomes a 捺. If it arches slightly upward, it becomes a strange stroke which does not exist in Chinese characters. Now let's read and write together. Say 撇点. Again, 撇点. One more time. 撇点. One more page. 撇点. Shorter. 撇点. Again. 撇点. Next, please find all the 撇点 within 10 seconds. Have you found everyone? Let's check. 撇点. One more time. 撇点, 撇点, 撇点. One more. 撇点, 撇点, 撇点. The second stroke we're going to learn is 撇折. 折 means turn. This stroke is a little similar to 撇点. The difference is that the angle in 撇折 is acute, while the angle in piědiǎn is obtuse. After the turn, the length can vary. And the height can slightly rise or stay level, depending on the actual structure of the character. But the angle must always be acute. Also, since it starts with a piězhé, the angle can curve slightly inward. But make sure not to curve it outward. If you are not confident with the curve, you can write it straight. Remember, the goal of this course is to help you write characters that are legible, not to become a calligrapher. In fact, many Chinese don't even realize that this stroke starts with a piězhé and that it should have a slight curve, such as this. A slight curve. So if you write it as a straight stroke, it's really fine. In actual writing, what's more important is the balance of the whole character and the distribution of strokes. Next, let's read and write together. Say, piězhé. You can go up. piězhé, or you can make it level. Again, piězhé. Acute. Again, one more page. piězhé, piězhé, piězhé. Next, please find all the piězhé within 10 seconds. Have you found everyone? Let's check. piězhé, 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 piězhé. The third stroke is héngxiégōu. In the last lesson, we learned héngxiégōu. The new stroke we're learning now is basically a héngxiégōu with an added heng. So if we put them together, it will look just like this one, right? Heng has many variations. It can be long or short, and the angle can be slightly upward or flat, such as these. This gives a héngxiégōu a lot of variation. The difficult part of this stroke is the connecting héngxiégōu. Please note, this is a single stroke. It must be written in one go, one time. Do not break it into two strokes. No. Next, let's read and write together. Please say héngxiégōu. Again, héngxiégōu, héngxiégōu. One more page. héngxiégōu. Again, héngxiégōu. Of course, you can go up a little bit, or you can make it level. héngxiégōu. Next, please find all the héngxiégōu within 10 seconds. Have you found everyone? Let's check. héngxiégōu, héngxiégōu, héngxiégōu. The fourth stroke is héngzhétí. In lesson 3, we learned héngzhé. Zhe means to turn. After the turn, it's actually a vertical stroke. Go down straightly. Because it includes both heng and shu, and both can be long or short, this stroke often has many variations. It can be like this. It can also be like this. Sometimes it looks normal, like the example. And now let's read and write together. Please say héngzhétí. One more time. Make the heng level. héngzhétí. Again. héngzhétí. Good job. One more time. Now make the shu shorter. héngzhétí. héngzhétí. Again. héngzhétí. Very good. And now please find all the héngzhétí within 10 seconds. Have you found everyone? Let's check. héngzhétí. Again. héngzhétí. Again. héngzhétí. Congratulations! We have completed the learning of 4 new strokes today. Now, please get your grade notebook ready. We are going to write Chinese characters. First, we are going to write the word 女. 女. This word means woman, female. This word can be used alone, and it's also often used as a radical in other characters. We'll learn more about radicals in the future, so if this is your first time seeing my video, please follow me to keep up with new updates. This character is very simple, with only 3 strokes, but you need to pay attention to the stroke order. First, write piědiǎn. Then write the piě. And finally, the heng. The angle of the piědiǎn is relatively wide, and the piě does not go through heng. Make sure the whole character is balanced. The left and the right sides should look like 2 legs standing firmly on the ground. Next, let's read and write together. Follow me to say the stroke. Say piědiǎn, piě, heng. One more time. piědiǎn, piě, heng. One more. piědiǎn, piě, heng. Oh, see, this one is not connecting. We should connect them. So one more time. Heng. Good. One more page. piědiǎn, piě, heng. piědiǎn, piě, heng. piědiǎn, piě, heng. The second word is yao. Yao. This word has several meanings. It can mean the youngest in a family ranking, or it can represent number 1. This character is written from top to bottom. The top and bottom parts should be evenly distributed, and the bottom part should be a little bigger. If one part is much bigger or smaller than the other, it will look awkward. No? Or some people may write like this. It will look awkward, it doesn't look good. So, when practicing, be sure to use a grid notebook. The first stroke is a piězhé. It should have a slightly curve. Of course, if you write it a bit straighter, that's okay too. piězhé, piězhé. The final 点 should not be too long. You need to maintain a balance throughout the character. Make it short. Also, make sure the angle in the piězhé is acute. Next, let's read and write together. Say the stroke. piězhé, piězhé 点 piězhé, piězhé 点 piězhé, piězhé 点 One more page. piězhé, piězhé 点 piězhé, piězhé 点 piězhé, piězhé 点 This word is 幺 幺 It means the youngest in a family ranking, or it can represent number 1. The third word is 飞 飞 meaning to fly. Today we learned 撇点. But in this character, the right side is not a single stroke of 撇点, but a separated 撇 and 点. Many people tend to take a shortcut and write the last 2 strokes in one motion when they write this character. The result may look similar, but if you are a beginner, please follow the correct stroke order. This word is a simplified version of a traditional character. If you want to practice the traditional form, it's much more complicated. The traditional form of 飞 has many strokes, and even a Chinese can struggle with it without special practice. This word looks like a flying bird, so don't start the stroke too low, or it will look like a droopy, disappointed bird. Pay attention to the overall balance of the character. Please read the strokes out loud with me. Say 横斜钩撇点横斜钩撇点横斜钩撇点 One more page. 横斜钩撇点横斜钩撇点横斜钩撇点 This word is 飞 飞 meaning to fly. The last word we'll write is 认 认 meaning to recognize. This word is simple, combined with a left and a right part. Be sure to keep it balanced, not too far apart and not too close together. In most cases, Chinese characters are written from left to right. Next, let's read and write together. Say 点横折题撇捺点横折题撇捺 What's your balance? 点横折题撇捺 One more page. 点横折题撇捺点横折题撇捺点横折题撇捺 Congratulations! We have completed the study of 4 new Chinese characters today. We learned 4 basic strokes: 撇点、撇折、héngxiégōu, and héngzhétí. And in addition, we learned 4 new Chinese characters: 女、腰、飞、刃. Please subscribe to my channel to stay updated with the latest lessons. See you next time.